He knows he faces complications exacerbated by the economic downturn, not unrelated to his administration, the Epstein scandal, the violation of sin in the assault on Venezuela, and the kidnapping of its constitutional president, of laws on the prerogatives of Congress, and the protests within the United States itself against its parliamentary eye detachment, which various voices call Trump's disaster, resulting in the murders of white citizens, not just racially inferior immigrants. Instead of a naval blockade, which would have costs, especially economic ones, detrimental to him and his ambitions of remaining in the White House, the man who believes himself not only to be President of the United States, but also Emperor of the world, announces another form of blockade, even more suffocating, an executive order to impose high tariffs on any country that sends oil to Cuba, an imposition that does not preclude military reprisals against those who disobey his orders, just as he, with some accomplices of his own ilk, especially Israel, has systematically mocked the almost unanimous vote against the blockade in the UN General Assembly. He feels empowered to impose his anti-Cuba will on other countries. Cuba, which has faced challenges such as the near collapse of the Soviet Union and the European socialist bloc, has a long and rich history to continue honoring a history further enriched by the example of its 32 sons who died in Venezuela. Rooted in this history, its path is clear. He remains faithful to its great founders, from Carlos Menéndez Céspedes to Fidel Castro. This country, which loves peace and has given ample proof of its ethical solidarity, is also ready to defend itself and defend justice. Those within or outside its borders who fail to do so will bear the guilt before history and must prepare themselves for the raging rural monster to continue despising and humiliating them. The president of Casa de las Americas, Abel Prieto, announced this Monday that Washington is seeking regime change through the suffering of the Cuban people, following the executive order signed by Donald Trump that establishes tariffs for nations that sell oil to Cuba. This aggression, however, has been rated a response of dignity, patriotism, anti-imperialism, and unity in Caribbean society. During an interview with Tecsun, Prieto expressed his gratitude for international solidarity and the support of the government back in Cuba. The position of China, Russia, and other countries that have shown themselves to be very decisive in their support of Cuba at this time is important. The president of Casa de las Americas affirmed that despite the pressure, the Cuban people are determined to move forward with their project, defending their sovereignty, defending their social model, and not allowing themselves to be pressured by the United States. That's all for today. Thank you for listening. Back to you, Ed.
Let's go over now to our international news desk. Join me for these world news stories. Venezuelan Vice President and Communications Minister Miguel Ángel Pérez denied on Tuesday that crude oil had been shipped to Israel after several media outlets reported that amid a context in which Venezuela has shown signs of opening up to foreign capital. The story was quoting Bloomberg, or telling it